Hello, this is Glenda with Fralins and Friends, Crafts Plus. And guess what? Joe fixed it. The little disaster we had last night where it came apart, yes, Joe did fix it with crazy glue or super glue, whichever you want to call it. And so now we can proceed to paint some apples. Oh, let's have some fun. Well, that's pink. I don't want pink, I want red. There's red. It says red. Oh, I think some of that super glue is still a little sticky. I have had to have myself pried apart with acetone before. I don't like it. I do realize that with the green underneath, we'll have to see. I may have to give this another coat of the red, but that's nothing new. We really want to hide that green on the apples. There. You see, they're nice and red. There'll probably be some touching up on the green around apples. So far, I've only messed up on one, so I'm not worrying too. I should shut my mouth.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me.
Oh, I've been doing some research for this 5% project that I am part of. I'm the research. I do, well, I mean, others probably do some of their own, but anyway, I've been doing some research on early American, like Revolutionary time, and some of the things that were, written at that time, and I found out about some songs from then. And you know how we love to sing Yankee Doodle Dandy. In fact, James M. Cohen made a big production of it. I doubt if he even knew. I mean, I just always thought of it as a fun, patriotic song. Well, it is not. During the War of 1812, that song was made up or written to make fun of Americans. They called us Yankees. They're the ones who developed the name Yankee for us. And it's funny because then the macaroni, you know how it says stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni? Okay, macaroni had not hit England or this part of the country. I don't know if it had even been developed in Italy yet. I mean, they just call everything pasta over there. Well, not everything, but they call a lot of things pasta. Anyway, so the feather in the cap and calling it macaroni. Macaroni was something they used as a slur towards somebody, as something for an effeminate style haircut on a man, or hairstyle on a man. How they use that to, I mean, it seems weird because a lot of the Brits had the same hairstyle, but it makes me think, okay, we've had this image of Robin Hood all these years, and he's got a feather in his cap. I don't know that anybody ever called it macaroni, but he stuck a feather in his cap. And his cap is shaped different than any other I've seen. It was just a fun little fact. And I thought, here we've been insulting ourselves all these years. I still love the song. It no longer means that to us. And I think probably the Brits who made it up, if it was Brits, was it Britain or the French? Anyway, whoever made it up way back then is probably no longer really remembered, except it may be in our little history thing. But I've read through several of George Washington's letters and papers. So interesting. At that time, he was the first president of the constitutional United States, and he wanted to build a library, but he couldn't get it done before his death, or he knew it was going to take a long time, and so he willed all of his papers to his nephew, so that they could be saved for posterity. And just look how much of an influence that has had. I've been reading some of those papers. One of them was when he was leading troops in the Revolutionary War. Man, I'm going to have to clean up some of that green. But it was to his wife, Martha. And it was so respectful, so loving and caring, and he was never long on words, except, well, maybe one letter, and that was about to one of the other military men. I'm going to call it a night on this one. And I may even call it done. Once it's dry, I might look at it tomorrow and think I need to touch up a little of this or a little of that. But other than that, we're done, I believe. I'll let you guys get one really, really good look at it. There it is. A pink flower, a yellow flower, and a blue. And a bunch of red apples. Apple pie? I hope that you are happy with the finished product. I am, because it's finished, if for no other reason. I do think it looks cute. I think it's a sweet piece, and that's what I was going for. I'm not disappointed in it at all. I was a little disappointed last night in myself, but no more. Joe fixed it. I knew he would. What did you think of the bark? Do you think that turned out looking pretty cool? Like bark on a tree? Woof, woof. Thank you so much for being supportive on this project and for sticking around and seeing it through. And do congratulate and pray for Steve Essex. He did get a lung transplant, which is wonderful. Something we'd been praying for. And just pray that everything works well for him. Said he was sore, but that was in the comments yesterday, so I'm sure you might have read it. If you didn't, it was there. But I'm repeating it today. We'll see you on Monday. And I don't know. Depends on the weather. I might sit out on the front porch. Unless it's either raining or the humidity and the temperature are both high. Which have not been unusual. Even with all the storms this week, we've still been getting muggy days. So, I'm done. Done. Quitting. Thank you, everybody. I love you so much. And I'll see you Monday. Good night. Smile and wave.